Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another episode prediction video for this week's up and coming episode of The Walking Dead. This is Season 8, Episode 12, entitled The Key. Alright guys, as always, we're going to go over some spoilers, stuff like that happened in previous episodes. We're going to talk about it a little bit, not too much, but also, synopsis. Alright, you guys can follow along on AMC.com. Link will be down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check it out. Synopsis of this episode is as follows. The Hilltop's leadership faces a difficult dilemma after the arrival of unexpected visitors. Rick comes face to face with an adversary. Okay, so we have two things to talk about. Hilltop's leadership, that obviously meaning Maggie. In a general sense, I would believe so. Faces a difficult dilemma after the arrival of unexpected visitors. These unexpected visitors could, of course, be the rest of the group, the rest of the core group, including Rick and Daryl and, all those Alexandrians. We knew from the start, we knew from a couple of episodes ago, they were basically running out of supplies. They were running out of food. Their rations weren't exactly up to par, if you will, and they had to cut rations and stuff like that. So that definitely could be the difficult dilemma that they are talking about, is just running out of food, especially with new survivors and stuff like that coming from Alexandria to the Hilltop. They have no food left, you know what I mean? They don't have enough for everybody. So I'm thinking that's what they could mean by the difficult dilemma. We'll see if that pans out. There's not too much to go off of in the actual episode, like promos and stuff like that in the sneak peeks, but we'll definitely see. I'm thinking that's kind of what it's about, because they've really emphasized that they're running out of rations, they're running out of food, out of supplies, stuff like that over the past few episodes. So if that comes to a point, where they're running out of food, that's not good, especially when Negan is essentially on the way now. So Rick comes face to face with an adversary. I'm thinking this adversary will be Negan. We do have Negan and Rick in the promo, basically not necessarily face to face in the promo, but it's like leading to that. It looks like they're in some sort of a cave. I don't know exactly what it is, but they're in some sort of closed-in, really, really dark area. And Rick is holding a lighter. He's also holding up a walkie. And basically Negan and Rick are talking back and forth to each other. And they look like they're honestly in the same place. Rick's holding up a lighter, basically trying to find his way around in this very dark area. And Negan is giving him a speech. Why didn't you just let me save you? You failed your boy. Stuff like this. Throwing in his face, essentially. So I think this is what it means by Rick comes face to face with an adversary. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. All right. So the rest of the episode here, we can only go off of the promo and the sneak peek. I believe the first 4 minutes or so of the episode has been posted online. I don't think it was official, so I'll leave a link to it in the description below. But we're not going to really go over it too much. Essentially, it's kind of like Negan welcoming Dwight back to the sanctuary, if you will. There's a lot more. There's not necessarily a lot more, but there is more that is in that little opening minutes scene. So you guys can check it out if you guys want to, but we're not going to go over it because it's kind of leaked. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna talk about it. That's too spoilery. What we are going to talk about is the promo and the sneak peek, which is available for everybody to watch. I'll leave a link in the description below. The promo looks really, really good, guys. The promo looks really, really good. It looks like there is some dilemmas and stuff like that at the Hilltop. Not necessarily sure what it's about, but it doesn't look like they're having the easiest time. We have Michonne, Rick, everybody like that at the Hilltop. And then later on in that promo, in the same promo, essentially we have saviors essentially gearing up to go to war with the Alexandrians and with the survivors there at the Hilltop. They're basically getting ready. They're doing a post or a pre-attack speech, basically saying, for the saviors, stuff like that. Kind of like a pre-war type of thing, like a speech that they're doing. And it looks like they're gearing up. It looks like they're gearing up to go attack the Hilltop. Whether or not they will this episode, I feel like the onslaught will start this episode. Either that or we'll get to the point at the end of the episode where Rick and Negan basically kind of get face to face in that cave or dark area, whatever it was, because I'm not exactly sure what it was. But it is interesting to say the least, because they were talking. And actually, you know what? I don't think they were talking on walkies. I think they were just yelling back and forth to each other, or Negan was yelling to Rick. and Rick was not necessarily hiding, but kind of waiting for his moment, I guess I would say. So yeah, they're in this dark area. Rick has the lighter out, stuff like that. Simon looks like he's taking point on a lot here. I don't know if that's gonna last, because obviously what Simon did was disobey Negan and killing all of those junkyard people. So I don't know if that will eventually be found out. I don't know if Negan will find out about that. But right now, it looks like Simon's taken head on a lot of things that are going on right now between the hilltop and the sanctuary. It looks like Simon's kind of taking lead on it, if you will. He's kind of gearing up all his men. He's kind of prepping them with a speech, stuff like that. So Dwight's also in the promo. Again, we know that he's back with the Saviors. He's not necessarily on their side, but he is back there. He's still playing his part. Will he be found out this episode? Maybe. It might come near the end and then leave us kind of on a cliffhanger. I'm not too sure if the girl's ever going to get back. Again, I don't remember her name, so I apologize. But if she does get back, his cover is definitely going to be blown. I mean, honestly, it could be that they already know. They already know about him, and maybe they're just hiding it from him. Maybe they're playing him like they think that he's playing, that he thinks that he's playing them. Does that make sense? Maybe they're playing him in that sense. They could already know, and they're just using that to their advantage. So that would be something very Negan-like to do something like that. Negan likes getting revenge, but he also likes making like really smart plays, if that makes sense. So yeah. In the sneak peek, actually, I mean, that's basically the end of the promo. I mean, there's more in there. It's all like bundled together, in like really quick scenes, stuff like that. It looks like Rick's out on his own, clearing out some zombies somewhere, maybe outside of. It looks like he's outside of some compound. I don't know. It's like a brick building. Maybe that's where Negan and Rick are in. Maybe it's like super dark in there when they get in there. I don't know. That could definitely be it. He's clearing them out with a hatchet. It looks like we're going to get to see some hatchet kills, which would be nice. We haven't seen very many hatchet kills in a while from Rick, so that'd be cool. That's basically it for the promo. Again, links are in the description below. The sneak peek now, a little bit different. It's kind of like Simon and Dwight basically driving, presumably to the hilltop. They're on the way to the hilltop probably, to attack. And Simon's talking to Dwight, basically welcoming him back, but he's also saying, do you really think this is going to work? This whole scare tactic, do you think it's really going to work? We go in there, we do the whole scare tactic thing again. Do you really think it's going to work? Because he doesn't think so. He doesn't believe so, because they've been doing it. They've been scaring them. They've been trying to scare them. And Rick and his people, they don't scare. The hilltop, Alexandria, the kingdom, none of them scare. They don't get it. And, Simon kind of wants to take a different approach on it, but he knows that he really can't, because Negan's obviously the head honcho on this one. And, so yeah, I mean, there could be like shifting loyalties there. Not necessarily shifting loyalties, but disobeying Negan in a way. I mean, we've already seen him do it once. What's to say he's not going to do it again, and that would really get him in trouble. So we'll see where that goes. But Dwight's kind of just remaining silent and saying, he's the boss, stuff like that. So again, all links are in the description below. I think it's going to come to a head, man. I think they're going to meet face to face. They'll probably have a little bit of a fight, and then they'll probably back away. In the comics, Rick's leg does get broken, but that's near the end of the war. Again, spoilers, I apologize, but I don't think that's going to happen necessarily this episode, because I think there's still a lot more to come. This is kind of probably just going to be like a head-to-head like kind of teaser thing. Like they're going to get head-to-head, and both of them are probably going to make it out, So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. I think it's going to be a great episode. I think it's going to be very intense. It's going to be a key episode into leading into the finish of All Out War near the end of the season. Because, I mean, they're in the second half now. There's not going to be end of the war at the mid-season finale. We've already passed that. The best way to do it would basically be ended at the end of season 8, right? As much as I want to see it sooner, I mean, that would be the way to do it, right? That'd be kind of silly not to do it like that. So, and then obviously we'll start season 9 basically fresh, fresh, probably have that time jump. It'll be good. It'll be good. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody who's tuning into these videos. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys go follow me over on Twitch if you guys like video games, all right? I stream every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/ElementofFrost, so make sure you guys go check me out. Link is in the description below. It's the first link down there. And make sure you follow along, guys. Every day, 2 p.m. Eastern, I stream over there on Twitch. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.